ice and water shield goes on next. And ice and water shield and anything that goes onto a roof has to overlap the drip edge. The drip edge is the final thing on the roof surface. As water is shedding off of the roof surface, the drip edge is what it hits at the very end and runs off the roof. So you put your ice and water shield on, overlapping the drip edge. Where does ice and water shield go? And right, what's the area down by the gutters called? No. That didn't stick very well. Ice and water shield goes on the eaves. Exactly. Eaves and valleys. That's where it goes on every house. And do you guys know how far it has to stretch into the dwelling? How far does ice and water shield stretch? 24 inches. So on a roof surface, you have your overhang and then your roof starts. You have your exterior walls of the house come up like this, and then your roof actually overhangs your exterior walls, and this is your overhang. So if you drew an invisible line from the exterior walls out through the roof surface, this is what would be called the heated roof space. So this area here, you need to stretch 24 inches off the end of this eave, 24 inches within the roof space with ice and water shield. Do you guys know why? If we have to, we will, but do you know why?
So, because when it comes down, it's more open as it's coming. Maybe, like, you get what I'm saying?
Do you know why?
I have a guess.
Well, guess.
It's not heated, on that overhang, and it is heated past the 24 inches, so you don't need ice and water shield because the heat travels up.
You're onto it. So it is. It's a freeze zone. So when you guys drive across a bridge freezes before the road freezes because the bridge has cold air going above it and below it. So on a roof, this is your heated dwelling, right? Here, coming across, your heat is in here. But you have residual heat from your house working its way up through your insulation into your attic space.
So it never gets over there. Really?
Give me a second. When it snows and you get buildup of snow on your roof will melt top down because the heat coming out of your house will melt the top before the rest of the house. There are some extenuating circumstances where sun hits one part of your house directly all day long. That area will melt first. But for the most part, in a vacuum, it's going to melt top down. And as the water runs down your roof and gets outside of this heated dwelling area, it freezes. And I explain this to every homeowner. Roofs are not waterproof. You couldn't use shingles and felt paper to make a boat out of. They're not, you can't fill it with water. It's not going to hold water. It's designed to shed water as it travels down, as gravity pulls water down the surface. So if water sits in a spot on a roof at any given time, it's going to leak. 100% of the time, if water is sitting, it's going to leak through shingles, 100% of the time. Ice and water shield is an SBS membrane that's 100% waterproof. So that ice dam happens, water runs through the shingles, hits the ice and water shield, runs out over top the drip edge and down into your gutters, and then you don't get any issues with the decking or the soffit or the fascia that's right down in this unheated zone of the house.